In the last episode, we learned about the canonization and the Old Testament canonization by the Jewish Council. In this episode, we will understand about the New Testament canon and the apocryphal books which are restricted from the current Holy Bible. Though the early Christian churches accepted the canonicity of the Old Testament, it took years to publish the list of New Testament canonical books. All the New Testament books were written by the end of 1st century AD, yet it was by 4th century AD the official list of New Testament canonical books were affirmed and approved. The word New Testament canon was first used for Christian writings by a man named Marcion, who lived in the 2nd century. He was an anti-Jewish and a Gnostic person. In AD 140, Marcion itself formed a church in Rome. As per his own teachings, he codified the first New Testament canon by accepting the Gospel of Luke and the 10 epistles of Paul. He was deadly against the Old Testament and accepted only those documents that supports his teachings. By the end of 2nd AD, 4 Gospels, Acts of Apostles, and the 13 epistles of Paul were accepted in almost all areas. But in some areas, Hebrews, 1 and 2 John, James, 1 and 2 Peter, Jude, and Revelation were accepted. Along with this, the epistle of Barnabas, Didache, teaching of the 12 disciples, epistle written to Laodicea, and the revelation of Peter were widely circulated. In AD 367, Athanasius wrote to all the churches that the New Testament canon is accepted and it contains only 27 books, and he ordered not to add or remove any books to or from this. As a result, the Eastern churches accepted the New Testament canon with only 27 books in 4th century. And by AD 367, the Western churches also accepted this canon in the Synod of Carthage. So we do have 3 criterion that are used in the New Testament canonization as well, just like the Old Testament canonization fundamental criteria. The first one was apostolic, just to check whether the book is written or accepted by any apostles. And the second basic criteria was the teachings, whether the content of the book has relationship with the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. And the third criteria was the acceptance, whether the Christian churches accepts this particular book as a whole or not. After the New Testament canonization, there existed some of the books which were not included in the canonization. These were called as apocryphal books. So the apocryphal books are the books and parts of books that are not being accepted as canonic by Jews as well as the Protestants. So apocrypha means things that are hidden or secret. The God-breathed nature and the authority of the author and relevance of these books are under questions and doubt, or maybe they are hidden. The Catholic Church added and published 14 apocryphal books in their Bible. Therefore, there came 2 sects of Bible. So one is like the Catholic Bible and the other one is the Protestant Bible. That's how we do have 2 sects of Bible in the Christian community. 1 and 2 Esdras, Tobit, Judith, rest of Esther, Wisdom, Ecclesiasticus, Baruch, Song of the 3 Children, Story of Susanna, the idol Baal and the dragon, Prayer of Manassas, and 1 and 2 Maccabees are the apocryphal books which were included in that Bible. The Protestant churches never accepted these books as a part of the Bible, but some of them are accounted as a contemporary historical books, not as canonical actually, which means you can read it for wisdom and to understand what the ancient Jewish believed by reading this literature in that particular time. So it's not like prohibited, but of course you can read it, but not included in the current 66 books Bible. Just like the Old Testament, the New Testament canon also was accepted by the first church and also believed to be given by God himself. So we have to accept. We have no permission to add or anything to remove from it, but we are bound to follow it completely. So again, are you ready to follow the word of God?